Well, well, well. This is definitely interesting. A little bit of a change of what was planned for tonight. Hayden was meant to be streaming his POV for tonight's race, but I offered to stream the race, so here we are. Welcome if you are joining in. We're here for the August Community Bash here at Togo Motorsport in Suzuka. Today we've got a whole range of classes. We've currently got 59 cars in the server at the moment, which is absolutely incredible. And we've got GT3s, we've got GT4s, we've got Porsche Cups, we've got M2s, yes, M2s, and this is pretty crazy. So yeah, I'm just going to get my ACC race control up, just so I can quickly get some more informations. And I don't know where I'm going to put it. I've not got enough space on my computer, even though I've got 3 monitors, you know, normal things. Oh, and that is already a car off. So, what's happening tonight is we've got basically a load of cars in different classes, and they're all going to go and qualify together and then do I believe it's a 60-minute race. Yep, so it's a 60-minute race. They've got 20 odd minutes of qualifying. We are currently watching Ollie Shakespeare because, you know, you've got to watch Ollie. But let's have a look at some other people, shall we? We got Mac in the British GT GT4 McLaren. So we'll see how he does tonight. This is going to be crazy to figure out who's where and who's what and all of this. So please do bear with me, you know. It will be pretty exciting and pretty, what's the word? Chaotic, I think is the best word to use here. But we've got a whole load of people in here. We've got tons of GT3s, tons of GT4s, loads of M2s. I think pretty much all of the stewards team and the admin team are doing M2s. So we'll definitely keep an eye on out of them. We've got GT3s, GT4s, M2s and Porsche Cups, more importantly. Let's actually head out to find where Hayden is. Oh, he's in the pit still. Let's look for another Porsche Cup. Not sure how many we have of them tonight, but is that Luke Wilson in a Porsche Cup? I think that's Luke Wilson in a Porsche Cup. We all know Luke Wilson here, don't we? And he's in a Porsche Cup. It is also a bit raining. It's just stopped raining, so it's a bit damp. So these conditions aren't exactly the greatest, but so be it. It adds to the chaos, right? And we've got Olaf Nahim just in front of him at the moment. Both of them together. But this is going to be awesome. I have just synced my liveries on Awesome Sim Racing just before we started the stream. So if your livery is not showing, you might be a bit too late. But we will show you the liveries that we've got if I see any that come up. But look at this, Porsche Cups. Oh no, what happened there? Luke Wilson and... not Luke Wilson, sorry. It was Olaf Nahim. Let's have a look. We'll do a 15-second. The KTM lost it and took out Olaf. Oh no. Not good. Not good start, but easily done. But we'll head over and see who's on pole currently. Currently, we've got an Aston Martin Triple Eight on pole. Why Ducros? I don't know how to say that. I am apologising. Yanis Ducros. There you go. And what's that in front of him? Is that a Bentley? Finley O'Reilly. Finley O'Reilly, you are a mentalist. I will tell you now. You are mental. Got a few laps coming in now, so we've got, what's this? Oh, chaos, just as I go to it. Lovely, things we love to see. Mustang looks like they're going to be good here. Oh, and Mustang goes through. Okay. Got a GT3 BMW. Lewis Rickard currently in that M2. Good to see Lewis on ACC for once in his life. We've got a Ferrari in P2 now. Simon Bauer. Just as we go to him. Commentator's curse, isn't it? Always. Oh, look at this. He's got a GT3 behind him as well. But they're both on laps, so, you know, gotta be careful. Hello, Luke. Welcome to the stream. Porsche Cup, very fun. No. Simple answer. No. Kieran Macy is in this beautiful Golf liveried Aston Martin. He should be pretty good tonight. We've got Peter Romeo in the sacred Ginetta. Why choose this car? I don't know, but you know, whatever. Have a bit of fun. Oh, and then that's the Porsche Cup off the track. Lovely to see. Here we got Gus Peters in a Porsche Cup. Let the camera catch up to it. George Stevens in a Ferrari. Oh, look at that beautiful Toga Racing livery. Take a moment just to admire these beautiful liveries made by Eric and Reese. We've got KTM, as I showed recently as well. Got a couple of McLarens, loads of BMWs, more Porsche Cups. Surprisingly, quite a few Porsche Cups actually. Got a not Mustang, a Camaro GT4. Got a Lamborghini Oystein Brennan. Let's see what Matt's doing. Oh, and that's a slide. Just as you turn to him, it's a slidey slide. Awesome time. What else have we got? We've got an Audi GT3. Is that a GT3? That is a GT3. Really strange. Why would you choose a GT3? I do not know, but you do it anyway. Got a Lexus. We've got a lot of range of cars here tonight, so it'd be pretty cool. We've got a GT4 Mercedes, as well as GT3 Mercedes, so good range there. Kevin Macy's gone 5th. Let's see what he does to combat this M2. Oh, that's going to throw him wide. No, he's okay. Got an M4 in P6. Another M4 in P7. I will also go and show Henry, who I believe is in a Toga Racing Academy livery. Again, created by the beautiful Eric and Reese. I know this livery looks awesome, so we'll just have a quick look at this one. Oh no, it's not loaded in, but oh, he's in the Black Falcon. I see. So that should look like Jimmy Broadbent's car, pretty much. Kieran's still doing well. We've got loads of times coming in now. Where is the highest Porsche car? Not there. It's a Ford Mustang. A lot of people not on laps at the moment. 15 minutes still left of qualifying though, so plenty of time, but it's still quite greasy. Kevin in the BMW M2 as well. See how Mac is doing, shall we? He's come across the line. I don't think he's been able to set a valid lap yet. Hello, Eric. Just been singing your praises. I hope you don't mind that. I'm going to stick with Mac for this lap though. And that beautiful 69. Typical. Oh, and that is a BMW M2 just stuck on the curb there. That won't be good. Now the thing is, the GT4s are quicker than the M2, so when it comes to the race, it will be really interesting to see what happens with the lapping for those two, because they're very similar paced, but the GT4s are quicker. What do I mean? I mean, I was just saying that the liveries look good, so the Total Racing, Esports and Academies. So, yeah, that's all. Oh, Lewis Rickard, what are you doing? Let's see where people are. George Stevens is currently P9. Finley O'Reilly P2 in that Bentley. That's an incredible lap from that Bentley. He's been pipped, P3 now. Luke Wilson up to 13th in the Porsche Cup, so he's the highest Porsche Cup at the moment. Currently 4.9 seconds off the pace. Wow. Let's see where anyone else is. What's really interesting as well is Kieran Macy, P13, Luke Wilson P14. The gap is only, 209.015 to a 209.650, so it's quite far out. Eric's saying that English. Eric is saying that he thinks it's the first time someone has used a Ferrari livery yet. I agree. I think it is the first time. Renato Ruffo goes pole in the Mustang. Look how busy it is. It's really busy. Going to be really interesting to see where I can figure out who to watch during this race. Matt's got a 219.692, so number 69, and with a 69. I am commentating alone today. Do you want to join? Terry's out in the M2s as well. Looks like it's going to be drying up pretty fast. It's already fast track conditions, but Kieran Macy's P2 at the moment. Wow. Oh, we got Eric. Hello. Well, I'm in a call with Eric, so we'll see if he decides to talk in a second. But Kieran Macy's now P8. Well, hello.
Hello. My mic was muted.
Thought so. This is going to be crazy, isn't it?
Oh yeah. There is going to be a lot of carnage between at least M2 and GT4 cars, because we know who is driving the M2 cars right now, and they wanted to cause chaos between each other.
I was one of them until about 2 hours ago.
I was one of them until like 5 hours ago.
Yeah, exactly. Renato Roffo's still on pole at the moment. Henry Tonts, P11 now.
Oh, Henry going well now.
And he's in a BMW train at the moment. Look at that. One BMW M2 and then a GT3 in front of him. Not the ideal conditions, but oh well. Ooh, oh! Commentator's curse, isn't it? Right, I'm going to stream just so you can see what I can see.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
I completely forgot that you can see what I'm seeing.
Yeah. I was going off blind.
Luke Wilson, P13 in the Porsche Cup. That's an incredible job from the Porsche Cup there. He's surely going to be quick.
Fast.
Yanis Dukros has taken pole in the Triple Eight Aston Martin.
M2 drifting nicely as well.
Yeah.
I think most of the M2 drivers today are running 0 DC, what makes sense in these conditions. The car doesn't have that much power.
Yeah. If you're not running TC0 in the M2s, you are pretty silly. That's all I'm going to say. Let's see where Hayden is. Shall we? Just trying to find him on my list. He's still not set a lap time yet, so pressure's on for him.
I was in a call with them earlier, and quite sure Hayden didn't even want to set a qualifying lap time, if I'm not wrong.
I don't blame him. I really don't blame him. We've got Paul Mancunian as well in the Toga Racing Academy livery. Beautiful car there.
Yeah.
Currently got Ollie Shakespeare as the slowest car on track. A 2:23.7. Oh no, it's Ches. 2:25.785.
The Swedish man is the slowest man on track right now.
Yes, absolutely. We got. Let's go through the M4 M2s actually at the moment. So we got Mitchell currently in pole for the M2s.
That's a good performance from him.
So very good for him. P2 is currently Lewis Rickard, just pretty much a 10th off really. Bruno Battaglin, third in M2s. Terry 4th in M2s, while he's getting harassed by some GT3s. We've then got Oliver Shakespeare, also getting harassed by GT3s, in 5th position. And then Ches in 6th position in the M2s. Let's have a look for the Porsche Cups. I think I mentioned earlier that Luke Wilson is currently pole. He's currently P19 overall, so not too bad from him. The next Porsche Cup is Olav in 30th position. And then Gus Peters in 32nd is 3rd. Robert Roscule in 33rd and 4th. Toby Lowen in 36th or 5th. Dixon Hurst in 37th overall. And then you've got Silvio Slammer in next up. Sorry, I need to make the thing. Oh, yes. Give me 1 second.
How did I send it twice? I'm not sure. It's being funny.
There you go. Silvio Slammer is not out on track at the moment, but hasn't set time either. And then Hayden Sweet is the last one. So look how busy it is here.
It is insanely busy.
Luke, I don't actually know what the rules are for the pit stop. Let me just check quickly. And I will let you know in 1 minute. So, rules for pit stop is the following. When it loads. 1 pit stop, fuel and tyres, no pit window. There you go. You're welcome.
So it's a simple pit
simple
stop.
Stop whenever you want, really.
Yeah.
And he's also saying my FPS is so bad, many cars on track. Yeah, it's pretty busy. Look, we've got 2 M2s, Porsche Cups battling here. We've got Toby and Hayden harassing each other. Is this going to be Hayden's first lap? Or is it going to be his first no, that's not going to be a lap. So he's still got 4 minutes to set a lap time here.
If he wants to set a lap time, that's also a question. How much does he actually want to
Very
start because in these conditions, knowing the grid is this packed going into Suzuka SS, it's going to be carnage, as you know from the past of Suzuka races.
100%. And look at that BMW just chasing both of these Porsche Cups down. I mean, the Porsche Cups they're fast. They are pretty much GT3 spec. They just have a little bit less aero, a bit more power. So they're not that good in the corners compared to the GT3s. It does look like that BMW has slowed down though, so that's good. But still, even now, like they will approach GT3s the same sort of speed that they can do. So it's going to be crazy. We got Simon Bauer on top at the moment with a 1:59.827. He's currently 3/10 up on anyone else at the moment, so that's pretty good time from him in that Ferrari.
That's insane. Also, really the quickest Porsche Cup right now is P23 with a lap time of 2 minutes 4 seconds and 500ths.
That's Luke Wilson. We just previously mentioned him. He said he was waiting for a good chance to get back out on track and try and set more lap times. But look at him; he's drifting it around this corner. Wow.
So the fastest Porsche Cup right now compared to the fastest GT3 is a difference of 4.2 seconds.
Wow. Compared
to the different classes, and let's compare the fastest GT4 as well. That is right now
P42, the Camaro of Alex Zakdal, the 331 Swedish. So that's a good time from him.
With the lap time of 11.5 actually.
Yeah, but he's 11.7 off the GT3 pole.
Fair. And the fastest M2 being 20 seconds off of the fastest GT3 right now.
Yeah, wow. Terry's in pole for the M2s, followed by Ollie now, Mitchell, Lewis, Bataglian, and then Ches, and then Vladimir Duplev.
Someone's drifting that team.
Kevin Picuri not got a lap time in yet. He's being followed by Finley O'Reilly in that big Bentley. That's going to force Kevin off wide yet. I don't think Kevin's going to have time for a lap.
I don't think Kevin could have really do anything there with the lack of aero. He could not stick around the outside over there with that amount of speed.
No, absolutely. But tough for him. He'll be starting near the back. So let's go through who we have in each class. We've got currently Luke Wilson on pole in the Cup class, followed by Olav Nyheim, Gus Peters, Robert Roskale, Hayden Sweet, 7.0 seconds down on the pole time with the 2:06.9. Toby Lewin is next, followed by Dixon Hurst, and then Silvio Slammer, who's not actually set time yet. So he'll be starting from the pits with just less than a minute left off this qualifying session. We're not going to get any more times in for them. In GT4s, let's go through them since we've not really paid attention to them yet. We've got Alex Zakdal in the beautiful Camaro in first place. Runat Khan in the Porsche GT4. Dennis Carolini in the Mercedes GT4. Peter Romeo in the Ginetta GT4. Matthew Chatter in the KTM Expo GT4, and then Mac in the McLaren. We've also got Huron Jongen in the... Is that no, that's a Ford Mustang.
That's a GT3.
Ignore me. So, Simon Bauer still on top of the charts at the moment.
I was so drawn off for a second. My timetable still hasn't upgraded the Ford badges, so it says it's a GT4.
It looks that's why I was confused about that guy in last. So we've also got a Lexus in this lobby, so he's not set time yet. But they're all going to be starting behind the M2s and the GT4s and the Porsche Cups. So
that's a brave choice where to start. It's going to be really tough for them to move through the grid. They might get through on the straights, definitely. But in the corners, it might be quite tough to actually get past the M2 if the M2 driver is not kind enough to let them past.
Absolutely. This is Luke Wilson, currently 5/10 of a second, half a second up on his time in 28th in the Porsche Cup. Let's see what he can do. He's currently 28th overall, and he will put himself 24th overall. So he's the highest GT3 Cup car.
Doing that sort of time with the Porsche Cup that's really
mental.
Good.
We've got Tiggy up on his time, Aaron Tiggy up on his time in the GT3 M4 GT3. Currently 7/10 up on his time, incredible for him. Let's see what he can do. He's currently 13th overall. Let's see where this sends him. 13th to 9th, not too bad there.
We also have Julian Poutiot coming from behind with 1.9 seconds up on his time.
13th, wow. George Stevens is currently 3/10 up in his time. Oh, he's just invalidated on 130R. Not good for him. Who else is improving? I'm seeing Duplevov is improving 7/10 up on his time at the moment in the M2 class. Surely this will take pole in M2s? Yeah, it will do. He's currently P2 in M2s, so this will take his pole up massively.
If he can now finish the last chicane, that can be really tricky with the bumps on the inside of the corners. Right, and he will have B1 in M2 class.
Yeah, this will be incredible.
He's improving his time by 8/10 as well. He's going to smash the M2 category over here.
He will do. Coming across the line, 8/10, nearly 9/10 up on his time. He's going to set a 289. Wow. Tronson is also... sorry for seeing those. Tronson was up on his time. Not anymore. I'm quickly going to switch the stream to the poster just so you guys can't see this for now. And then we'll get going into the race. But how are we going to do this grid walk? That's what I want. Because there's... How many cars is it? 65 cars?
Is it full formation lap?
I think it's got to be full formation lap.
Then we have enough time to go through the grid.
So 65 cars on this grid. I don't know how we're going to cope with this, Eric. I really don't.
Yeah, I think we should start. We have 2.5 minutes to go through the grid right now as well, but we're obviously not showing this part.
Right, so we're now on the grid. We've got 2 minutes 40, so that's plenty of time. Should we go through it? Yeah, why not?
Yeah, sure. Let's go through it.
We'll take turns.
Starting with the GT3 class now. We have... Who is in the lead? We have Simon Bauer in the lead in the Ferrari number 13 in the 296. And we have Janis Tukros in the Aston Martin V8 Vantage in P2. We have Terence Keenan in the Ford Mustang number 78 in P3. Nicola Marsili in P4 with the BMW M4 GT3. Then Renault Truffaut in P5 with the Ford Mustang. Konstantin Pavlov in the Ford Mustang in P6. In P7 we have Rafa Campos in a Ferrari 296. In P8 we have Sven Korving in a Ford Mustang. In P9 we have Aaron Digi in the BMW M4. In P10 we have Kostas Savidis in the McLaren 720S. And P11 we have Kieran Macy in the Aston Martin. In P12 we have Finley O'Reilly with the Bentley. In P13 we have Julian Poutiot, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, in the McLaren. In P14 we have Pavel Lukyanov in the McLaren. In P15 we have Simon Degas with the Ferrari 296. And P16 we have Charlie Randall also with the Ferrari. In P17 we have Gabriel Macedo, I'm not sure, with the Ferrari. Macedo. In P18 we have Oliver Sjogren in the BMW. In P19 we have Henry Duns in his BMW M4 in all nice Stoke livery. In P20 we have Manfred Steiner in the BMW. In P21 we have Marco Costanzo in the Ferrari. In P22 we have Lorenzo Longo in the McLaren. In P23 we have Roach Mack in the Ferrari. In P24 we have Stephen Bathgate in the BMW. In P25 we have Luke Wilson in the Porsche Cup. In P26 we have Milos Misuk in the Porsche GT3. In P27 we have Paul Mancunian in the BMW M4. In P28 we have Alexander Koltsev, who is now in the pits.
Yeah.
In his Porsche, so that's a surprising move
Who
from
did we
him.
get up to? We got Seb, didn't we?
P29 we have rejected Maple in his Porsche. P30 we have James Clark in Mercedes. In 31 we have Marcello Peverelli in his Porsche. In P32 we have George Stevens in a Ferrari. In P33 we have Tippy Boss in his Ferrari. In P34 we have Leo Hull in a McLaren. P35 we have Jakob Borovic in a Audi. It's the only Audi on grid if I'm not wrong. In P36 we have another Porsche Cup, Olav Nieheim. In P37 we have Mark Brown in a BMW. In P38 we have Steve Brady in a McLaren. In P39 we have Goose Peters in a Porsche Cup. And P40 we have Robert Roscolet in a Porsche Cup. P41 we have Nick Lewisi in a Ferrari. In P42 we have Hayden Sweet drifting his Porsche Cup. In P43 we have Toby Leuven in a Porsche Cup. P44 we have Dixon Hurst in a Porsche Cup. My list went to shit.
I'll do it now.
In P44, okay, yeah, go for it.
In P44 we got Alex Zadhal in a Camaro GT4. We've then got Dennis Carlini in a Mercedes GT4. We then got Ruanak Khan in a Porsche GT4. We've got Matthew Chatter in that KTM Expo Crossbow, whatever you call it, GT4. Then got Peter Romeo in the Ginetta GT4. And Mac in the McLaren GT4. We've then got Vladimir Duleplov in the BMW M2 TCX car, the pole position for that class now. Oliver Shakespeare in P2 for the BMW M2s, 51st overall. Mitchell Sterenberg in P52. Lewis Rickard in P53. Bruno Bataglan in P54. Isidore Tronson in P54. Sorry, no, that's not right. That's changed. Something's happened. People are in the pits.
There is a lot of people in the pits now.
Yeah. We've also got some GT3s now. So Serhii Resnetiak in a McLaren GT3. Oystein Brenham in a Lamborghini GT3. Matt Howells in an Aston GT3. Kevin Pekiri in an M2 TCX. Ryan Sweet in a GT3 Aston. Jeroen Jongen in a Mustang GT3, and then Pavel Morev in a Lexus GT3. We've got Alexander Goltsev and Silvio Sama and Terry Bottex in the pit lanes at the moment. So they're not going to they're not going to take the start.
M2 class. P2 of M2 class is in the pits now.
Looking at it, Terry's game crashed, so he's starting from the pits.
Oh, so that's
good.
quite unfortunate for him.
Yeah, but we are coming around to 130R now and into the final chicane of this beautiful Suzuka circuit. We'll be keeping an eye on the front of the pack for this start, but we need like multiple cams right now, multiple views to show you all 60 odd cars, isn't it? 64 cars on this glorious circuit. And the track is optimum. It's pretty hot.
4 different classes on a Suzuka circuit. This is going to be fun to watch. We're going to be in for a heater of a race in a really interesting one, most likely.
You know what?
Most
I'm going
likely
in this view.
most likely will be really competitive in the GT3 class and the M2 class, most definitely. I'm hoping to see a lot of racing in the GT4 class as well for the podium and
It's
for
still
the
going.
win.
They're still coming around the last corner and they're going. It's green
They're all
at Suzuka. What's going to happen here?
Oh, and there is a crash already in the back.
No.
They seem
Lots
to
of
have
cars
sorted
going
out.
off
Oh,
the
they're
track.
going wide.
Oh my lord. I can't
You
do
should
that.
have gone on Heligam.
I should have gone on Heligam. Oh,
Four
look
wide.
at
Oh, there is
that.
one.
Wow. Look at this craziness. What is
They were
happening
flying
here?
wide back there with 2 cars barely on the asphalt with only 2 tires.
I'm just going to go backwards a bit just to see if we can get some more of this lovely action with this multi-class. Look at these
But
GT3s making their way past GT4s. Oh, and that's Peter Romeo. Big slide from Peter Romeo.
He managed to catch it right now though.
Oh, and look
Going
at that,
good.
Austin Brenham. What's Austin Brenham going to do? He's been blocked by a GT4 and an M2 here. No, he's going to make it. Oh, look at that. Someone's off ahead. It's a McLaren GT3. No, that's a Ferrari, isn't it? Yeah, that's a Ferrari.
That wasn't that the McLaren? The
No,
white
that's
one, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it is.
wow, no!
Oh.
Big chaos.
Oh.
Oh, look, we got loads of cars up ahead. Big pile up. Oh, my lord. What has happened here?
This is a
carnage.
massive pile up.
Oh, no. You got to hold your brakes, guys. Come on.
Can't lie, we were expecting this.
We were, absolutely. Look at this. Ollie Shakespeare's had a bit of an issue. As he gets dived up the inside by a Porsche Cup here. But let's see where our leaders are and what they're doing. It's not Simon in the lead anymore. It's Yanis Durakros in the lead. But look at that. Simon just behind him, followed by that Ford Mustang off. Is that Ruffo? Or Keenan?
That is Keenan.
Keenan. That's Keenan. Look at this. Keenan going for a move into turn
On
one
pole.
on the pole sitter. Oh, that's very tight.
Ooh. Can he make it work into the inside of the corner? Going the
makes
next
it
corner is a
work.
left-hander.
He makes it work. Look at this.
That's some clean racing. Both of the guys leaving room for each other, so they could make this happen and not crash. So it's nice to see some clean racing.
Absolutely. Now, let's see what has happened in the fields. We've got majority of people coming across the line now. We've got some
Luke
of the GT4s.
Wills-
Go on.
Luke Wilson has raised 2 places in the race now into P23 with
Incredible.
Nieheim behind him, who is in P27 now, who's climbed 27 positions now.
Wow. Look at this. George Stevens right on the back of Luke Wilson. GT3 versus Porsche Cup. What can George do in return to this Porsche Cup? Oh, look at that big slide from Luke Wilson, but he's held it. Really nice driving there from Luke Wilson.
You can now actually see Nieheim in the background as well, chasing down Luke Wilson. Seems to have less damage as well than
Oh,
Luke
and big
Wilson.
send from 42 up there. Sorry for cutting in. I see Olav Naheem. Yes, I do. Looks
That
like
was
there's a little bit of damage
Hull
there.
sending a move on Stevens.
Look at that damage though on the front of Luke Wilson though. He's got that bonnet flapping up and down.
Yeah, it seems like he was in a bit of carnage on lap 1, and right now it seems like Nieheim seems to have seems to be more lucky in the lap 1 and doesn't seem to be as much damage on his car.
Simon Bauer's just taken out the leader.
Simon Bauer sent it in maybe a bit too hot.
Yeah. Let me just quickly
Good
do a
we-
quick replay. So he was in P3 right now. Big send up the inside of the Mustang and straight into that Aston Martin at the final chicane of the circuit here at Suzuka.
It
Gains a
must
position
have been
from the Mustang, but where is that Aston Martin now though? Aston Martin's still leading, so he's kind of gained a little bit there.
he got across the chicane, he went straight on. He most likely got the track warning from there.
And look at this, Luke Wilson is in the pits. I wonder why. Maybe to fix all of that damage? Maybe to do his mandatory pit stop now? That might be interesting.
Most likely to fix his damage. I think the damage is quite unbearable in the front, at least on this track as well, where the track is really iron needed on the front.
Yeah, but look at this GT4 lead that the Camaro has over the Mercedes GT4. Currently 3 places between them. You can see him in the background just coming through now. That Mercedes GT4 just in the background.
It's
But
a really
P41.
nice gap for him now.
Ooh, that's a car going off. It says car. Luke has just said car was munted, so he definitely got taken out. But look at this.
Yeah.
Oystein Brennan, P32 currently. Where did he start? He started P56.
Has he actually started from P56?
He
Yes.
started from P56, so 24 places up at the moment. P32 at the moment. And look at him.
Brennan.
Hayden Sweet is in front. Hayden's just been taken out! Is that Hayden? That's Hayden. He's just been taken out by
That is
someone.
also Hayden, and we have in P28 we have Jongen, who has risen 33 places this race.
Wow. Hayden's not going to be happy about that. He's still stopped on the circuit. Just out there.
Most likely just waiting for other cars to pass him so he can turn around safely. As we're saying that, he reverses. He wants to get moving fast from that position. He has now lost basically
So
everything
many
that he has
places.
gained in this race. He's still stuck there. He might even RTG from there.
Look at that Bentley in the background. Finley O'Reilly in P12 at the moment. What can he do?
We also have a fight for the lead now. The cars are in a 1 second difference with all of each other in the top 3. Our lead is now being challenged for the Ducros has to defend this lead now from Power. Can he keep this? How long can he defend this position?
What's also important is that Bauer's got the fastest lap at the moment in P2. So
Last lap, Power was 1.3 seconds faster than Ducros, so Power has the pace right now.
I mean, he set pole position. I think he's got the pace. He's just got to not be taken out all the time and not make those silly mistakes like that taken out of Ducros earlier. Not a good sign. He's got some damage obviously on him, but still able to set really good lap times. Sorry, I got a few hiccups at the moment.
Yeah, don't worry about it. He might have a good run onto the straight, because if I'm not wrong, the Ferrari is a bit faster on the straights than the Aston.
The Aston does have a little bit more power though, I think. But in that slipstream, that powerful slipstream, that Ferrari might be able to get past. Or at least
And also
challenge
we also had a Ford behind that is insane on the straights with massive amounts of speed, so he got up really fast as well now on the straights.
Look at that. All of them within barely a second here.
They are in a half a second of each other right now as we're speaking. Could we see something happening into the S's now? Or mid S's? Or would they keep it clean?
Look,
Or we... Power goes
Mustang,
defensive against Keenan.
And the Keenan's up on the inside. Look at that. Keenan up on the inside. And a big punt there from Keenan. On
There
to
is
Bauer.
contact.
Bauer's flashing his lights in retaliation there. That's not good for him.
I think he should keep his head down now, because he still has a chance to pass him. We have still another 51 minutes left on this race.
Absolutely.
Yeah, let's see on the grid as well who has made also impressive drive through the grid right now.
Olav Naheem's dropped some places as well. He's got big damage there.
That's a lot of damage. He was
P1 in the Porsche Cups after Luke pitted. But look at him now.
He must
He's
have
gonna
had
to
a
come into
massive crash.
pits. Yeah, absolutely.
It looks like his steering wheel isn't straight as well anymore.
So I think at the moment Robert Roskilde is the leading Porsche Cup in this race at the moment. P31 overall. He's got Pavel Morov in behind him in that Lexus. These shots are epic.
Oh yeah.
Look at that. Lexus up on the inside, and the BMW M4 GT3 up on the inside, threatening that position as well.
Will now
Ooh,
Robert
big slide there from the Aston Martin. And big
Robert
slide
is
there.
not letting the BMW go as well. He's fighting for that position.
He really is.
But BMW now has gotten past him.
Yeah.
And just looking at statistics, right now the 3 unluckiest drivers this race are... We have
Hayden.
Longo in the car 56 who has fallen 39 positions. Then we have Bathgate in car 86 who has fallen 38 positions, and then we have Steiner in the BMW M33 who has fallen 35 places now.
Wow. What's also interesting is Slammer has not left the pits. He's been in the pits the whole time, so he's not even started a lap on this track today. It does look like we are losing a few people at the moment. Luke Wilson is currently back out on track in 43rd position overall. Not sure what that is in class, but let's look for our M2 leader. It is Dulipov. He's got a massive lead at the moment. 3 seconds to the next car behind, which is a GT4. And then 3 seconds again to the next car, which is Oliver Shakespeare at the moment and Ches. Oh no, it looks like Ches got past. No.
Luke Wilson right now is fourth in class in the Porsche Cup series. We have Roscolet leading the Porsche Cup group now in P31, as we just looked a bit ago, with Leuven and P2 fighting with Peters for P2 of the Porsche Cup series with the difference of 0.2 seconds right now between them.
Kevin in the wall. Hayden Sweet's got a stop go 30 as well. He's sped in the pits.
That's also really unlucky now, but
look at this. Keenan on the leader, Ducros. They're going side by side into 130R. Approaching M2
for the
traffic.
move around
He's going around the outside. And they keep it on track. Wow. What a move. And look here, we got the M2 as well. Oh, he's coming back on the inside. Oh, they made contact. But M2 is just a bystander in this situation. But look at that.
And the Ferrari joining in as well now. Bauer going into the fight for the P2 now with Ducros. Can he make it happen into the D1, or will he let off? It seems like he will try around outside now.
No, he's gone wide. He's going to go for the switchback on the inside. It's the outside for the next corner though, so Ducros is at advantage here.
Not for the next
contact.
Oh.
Contact there.
Okay, they keep it on track. It's fine for now.
Look at that though, Ruffo and Marsili are right behind them. That Mustang and BMW right behind them.
Are joining in for the fight now as well, and with that Keenan has taken himself a 1.5 second gap now as well between P2.
Kieran Macy in a battle with two Porsches here actually. Porsche sandwich you could say.
Something has happened to Mangreen. He just lost a couple of positions on track.
Mancunian, did you say?
Yes. Sorry. Yeah, seems like to have some front end damage on that BMW now.
Oh, who's that going very, very wide in that M2? Olev Naheem's got a drive-through in 54th position overall in the Porsche Cup. I wonder if that's for speeding or track limits, maybe.
I am
but
not
Peter
sure.
Romeo catching what's his name? Sorry, Matthew Chatter in the KTM. Peter is pretty fast.
Also seems to be with slight front end damage.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem to be too bad. Maybe like 5-6 seconds of front end damage. Can he go for a move into T1 now as well?
Let's have a look. Let's see if it happens. Is that Dulipov in the background as well? In the M2? I think that might be.
And also something happened in the leads.
So Keenan's got a 3.6 second
The
gap at the
Aston
moment.
Martin has fallen onto P5 now. Something happened there.
Yeah, look, the Aston's nowhere. There it is, just in the background. Lapping some Porsche Cup traffic here.
Does the Aston have any sorts of damage on him? I'm looking over the car right now and it seems to me that the car is spotless.
Yeah. Ooh, look at that. Savidis is trying to overtake some traffic here. He's got a Porsche Cup in front of him. Is that Hayden? Yeah, that's Hayden.
Could be, yeah. And Hayden is being nice, letting Savidis go now.
This is Brady getting back a position on a GT4 here.
That BMW seemed rough. Whoever is in that BMW up front seems to be in rough conditions.
Which BMW?
Up ahead in the M2. Right. He's on the start finish straight, should be right now. Where is he? Could have tap in. Yes. That car is in rough condition. And also someone is following him in the Porsche Cup. That's Nieheim doing his drive-through now. Fallen back down to P23, and also in the Porsche Cup, Roscolet is still leading the Porsche Cup series. With Peters and Leuven's now being more separated by 2 seconds. Who's the M2 leader now?
Is that
M2 leader is
Porsche car? Is that an old Porsche car? No, it's not. It just looked a bit weird.
in the M2 class we have Tulepov leading in front of Olli, Shakespeare and Tronsen in P3 right now.
Look at this, Kieran Macy and the 2 Porsches coming through this M2 traffic at the moment. Can they make it cleanly past? Yeah, they can.
Yeah, no problem in there. They have such a speed difference against the M2 cars. As you can see, the M2 actually has the right brakes all the way through the corner to have more front end grip.
I'm going to watch this battle though. This is a great battle for P19 overall. P18, sorry.
Yeah.
Coming across Mac here in the GT4. Oh! And he's taken out! He's taken him out!
Can we get a replay of that? Because that was a massive incident.
Instant replay here. Let's see what happens to Oystein Brenham here. You can see Mac ahead go off.
He touches the grass,
bang.
loses the rear end, and the Lamborghini had nowhere to go over there.
Big damage there for Brenham. Is he moving? It does look like he's moving very, very slowly there.
There is also another incident with the Ferrari in the wall now. Yeah, someone's having a lot of trouble in that Ferrari in the background.
Yeah.
Could that be George? No, that isn't Stevens.
No, it's not George. That's, I think, Lucy? No.
No, that's someone else.
Mac, I think. They're in the pits.
Yeah, most likely it was Roach Mac then. Quite unlucky for him. We're not sure what happened to him exactly, but...
Look at that wing though. That wing is really, really, really angled there, and that's a lot of bodywork damage on the front of the Lamborghini Gallardo. Sorry. The Lamborghini
Everything is
Huracan. That's it.
Everything is bent on that Huracan right now.
Yeah, look at this. Look at all of this traffic. Savidis trying to get past not an M2, a GT3 Cup car at the moment.
Also taking a quick look at the lead, the gaps have going...
Oh, and wide for Savidis.
Was there a slight bit of contact over there?
I don't think so. I think he just took a little bit wrong in the corner.
Could have been.
Takes the Porsche Cup and does Sjorgen in behind in the M4, sorry, take him as well. Yes, he does. Finny O'Reilly slams it up the inside and goes very, very wide.
But makes a safe rejoin, so all is good there right now. But yeah, looking at the lead, Keenan has a 3-second gap now in front of Power, and Rafa is also now 4 seconds behind Power. So the gaps have separated a lot out in the lead of this race.
Wow. This race is absolutely chaotic.
It's delivering.
Definitely. As they said on the thing, it's a community bash. Bash means for damage.
And right now also, Peter is catching up to Roskolet with the difference being now 12 seconds between the Porsche Cup leaders.
Wow.
And in GT4 class,
Look at
Taktal
this
still has a confident lead.
This is GT2 versus an GT3 Audi for position with an M2 up
You
ahead. I
mean-
think that's Ches. That's a Porsche Cup ahead. with
Do you
an
mean
Audi.
GT3? We don't have GT2s here.
Sorry, yeah, I meant GT, a Porsche Cup. Barry's in the chat saying, how's the M2 squad doing? Well, I'm not racing
Let's-
it, so, you know.
Let's go check on it. We have Tulepov leading them to squad right now with Olli behind him with 7.5 second gap, with Tronsen following Shakespeare as well with a gap of 18.7 seconds right now. So the podium is quite separated on the M2 side now.
Look at that, that's Terry Bottas in P4 at the moment, in the M2
Also,
class.
Terry
From
Bottas
last.
has made a good recovery drive,
Yeah.
thinking his game crashed starting from the pits.
My question is, where is Lewis Rickard? He started off in the M2s. He's not in here anymore. I can't see him at least.
Has he quit the server now?
I would expect so. Oystein Brennan is in the pits. Armac is in the pits at the moment. Silvio Slammer's still in the pits. He's not set a lap time at all at the moment.
He has not completed the lap so far. Yeah, we
Oh, look at
only
this.
have.
This is a good battle though. Hayden Sweet versus Dixon Hurst.
We
There
have
we go.
only 7 drivers from the M2 cars remaining now in this race.
How many times has Hayden been taken out? He got taken out once. Came into the pits,
At least.
sped in the
yeah.
pits, and then got a stop go 30, and then did that. So, yeah, not great for him. But he's currently sitting in P51 at the moment. Hope everything's all right with you, Barry. Wishing you were
He's-
here.
Hayden has moved up to P50 ahead of Hurst
sorry,
now,
he's
actually.
P50 now. Oystein Brennan is now at the pits as well.
Also, Luke Wilson made a move on Leuven now in the Porsche Cup Series, going on to the podium now.
Wow. You're right, yeah. Luke is very fast in that machine.
He's insanely fast in the Porsche Cup.
Kieran Macy still battling with Mrs. I don't know how to say that. I'm not going to attempt it.
We also
what's the first
have
name?
a
Milost. Oh, he's going for a move on Team 1 on the inside. No, he's taking him out! He's taking him out! Kieran's taking the Porsche out!
That's a dirty move from Kieran right there, but
Let's have a look at that live replay.
I think he sent it on the inside curve that took him
Yeah, look at
also.
that.
Yeah,
On the inside
took-
and just takes the Porsche out of the race.
just
Kieran
braking
won't
a
be happy
bit too
with that.
late. And now there is an also fight for P3 right now. And seems to be quite a close battle for P12 as well right now in
Yeah,
the
this is a
background that
great
we can
battle.
see. Finley going maybe for a move on Sergian into the hairpin if he's
He's
brave enough,
going for it.
and he backed out last minute.
Oh no, and look, you got Henry Tons there as well. They're closing in on Henry Tons.
Henry Dents has risen quite a few places as well now. 7 places he has gained in this race in the first 25 minutes we have had now. And Finley drifting in that double left-hander before the straight as well. He survived it.
He survived.
He doesn't now have the run on the straight.
Trying to get some clean air out. It's a bit sketchy on those brakes though.
Yeah.
Just a bit slidey and a bit shaky, you know.
I think the rear tires are
Oh,
just quite hot. Why?
Sullivan's made a mistake and he's gone very, very wide on the chicane. So Finley O'Reilly makes a place in that big Bentley.
Up to P13 Finley goes now with... There is also a fight for P10 now with the difference of 0.1 seconds between the two drivers. Oh, Finley likes to drift that Bentley.
And look. Oh, he's just been taken out! He's been taken out by Sorgen. He's still going though.
Will he rejoin? Can he make the rejoin safely? And yes, he can.
He can.
Oh.
Can he keep that position? No. Ooh, that was close there. Oh, and he looks like he's gone off again.
Off again.
So that's looking off. Just going past Finley O'Reilly there, taking advantage of Finley O'Reilly's misfortunes. Look at this. C. Randall closing in on Savadis for P10 overall.
This race is providing us a lot of overtaking actually.
Yeah.
With a lot of close racing as well. Oh, and
Quite a few
we
people
have
in the pits.
Yeah. That surprising early in the pits might be going for the undercut now.
Look at this go. Goldsev, Macedo and Hull all within about a second and a half at the moment. Well, that's Macedo into the wall. We just saw that happen right in front of us.
Goldsev will go thank you.
Absolutely. Look at this though, a BMW and a Mercedes battling for position in P40 overall.
Yeah.
Trying to unlap themselves from Ryan Sweet. No, they're behind Ryan Sweet. Sorry, 3 cars. So it's P39, P40 and P41 all within about a second at the moment.
Also, Saktal has made his lead now 30 seconds above P2 in the GT4 class now.
Wow.
He's moving rapid in that Camaro.
He really is. He's been staying out of trouble, I think is what's happening. The next car for position in GT4 is going through the final chicane at the moment. Carolini getting lapped by that Lexus. Sterenberg trying to make position. Oh no, he's not going to make that position. We're down to 56 cars currently on track from 64 that we had before.
So we have lost a couple of cars now.
Absolutely. And that's a move. That was being lapped, I think. That was Simon Bauer. So leaders are making their way through lap traffic now. Simon Bauer on Luke Wilson in the Porsche Cup.
Yeah, Bauer seems to be slowly catching up to Keenan now in the lead. Maybe this, thanks to Luke Wilson, also slightly holding up Keenan. We can see from the lap times right now that we're getting for the both of them.
Oh! And that's a Porsche GT4 gone off.
Did he collect someone else with him? He's still spinning, he's on the racing line now, what is no good.
I'm quickly going to check that. Let's have a look
just
if
before you... Wait, sure, just before you went into the replay, there was absolute murder.
Big crash for that BMW. Big crash.
If I'm not wrong, there is going to be a now Porsche going into him as well.
Wow. I've completely missed that. I can't go back either. But unfortunate there. Loads of people coming into the pits now, but we're going to keep an eye on Kieran Macy and Henry Tont and looking off. Oh, Kieran takes out Henry Tont. Oh, Kieran. Kieran.
Kieran has taken out 2 cars now, pushing Henry straight into the pits. And also there is a fight for P4 now with Marsili and Ducros. Seems like Dustin wants his revenge and climb back to the podium place, what is now really far away. Can these two keep it clean behind this lapped cars now?
Wide for Ducros there in the
Ducros
spoon.
is taking an interesting line,
Yeah.
might now even have more speed for the straight thanks to that. But these lap cars going to definitely make it interesting for these two, because the lap cars in front seem to be fighting for position as well.
Going for a
And
move on
he's
the
sending
inside.
Last time this didn't end well.
It's left room though. And he's through.
He has made it past.
He's really sliding on the exit though. Look at that. Big slide there. From both Ducros and Marsili. Got a great battle here.
Then we have Bauer, Keenan, and Roffo in the pits now. They seem to be doing their pit stop now. They have a lot of people in the pits.
Ruscale's catching Campos at the moment. Who's catching Pervelli? And looks like the Porsche is going to go round the outside as the Porsche Cup goes off. That's the Porsche Cup leader who's gone off behind.
Ooh, that was a close one between those two. And
Yeah.
now we have Keenan and Bauer rejoining the track in P10 and P11 with Roffo in P15, but most of the cars in front of them now have to pit as well. Seems like in the Porsche Cup, Peters has taken his pit stop as well now. He's not in P2 anymore. And Luke Wilson is slowly closing the gap to Roskalet still, it seems. So with the last lap being a whole 3 seconds faster.
Wow.
I don't know, I'm wrong. It was a whole 7 seconds faster than Roskalet, and the Wilson was faster than Roskalet in the last lap. So he's actually gaining really fast onto Roskalet now.
Let's see where Kieran is now. Kieran's currently in P8 at the moment. But look at this massive battle. He's got the leaders who've already pitted behind him.
Yeah,
Finny
Kieran
O'Reilly's
is...
there as well.
I think Kieran will have to pit now, so he doesn't lose time battling the leaders. At least it would make sense.
And a GT4 car up ahead as well.
That's... Isn't that Vaktal in the Camaro there? And Kieran is not going into the pits yet.
It looks like Zakdal's coming into the pits though. We can't see him returning onto the track, so I think he's in the pits.
Yep, Zakdal is in the pits now.
Good evening, Daryl. How are you doing, mate?
Hello, Darren.
Everyone, look at this BMW M2 traffic. Oh, big slide from the Ferrari behind.
Keeping it on track down now. I think he even made up some time power to Keenan in the pits, because first, if I'm not wrong, they went into the pits with like 1.5 second difference. And now it being basically 0 thanks to Kieran also holding them up now on the slow older tires. Kieran seems to be doing a good job defending his position right
absolutely.
now. And Keenan is sending it up the inside. Kieran did not expect that move.
There. Kieran giving a big flash of his lights there as well.
I don't think Keenan got a bit impatient behind Kieran with him being faster there.
Yeah.
And Kieran sending.
No. Kieran. Ooh, big one there for Finley O'Reilly, who nearly collects Simon Bauer.
Bauer actually didn't lose virtual P2 thanks to that. What is quite surprising actually. I would have thought he would lose a virtual P2, but he hasn't. Rafa has something happened to Rafa as well with him falling so much back.
I think it's just traffic, really.
That was a big send. I would not want to be that M2 driver right now.
No, neither would I.
Ah, Daryl found some free Wi-Fi so you can actually watch the race.
Look at this, loads of cars battling here. BMWs, Astons, Ferraris. And this is going for a move, Marsilli, or Masiado. Or Macedo. I don't know. He makes the position on the straight, that BMW power. Throws it into turn 1 there.
With Ryan's... Is that Ryan Sweet following them? I'm
Yeah.
behind.
But not for position. I think Ryan Sweet's a lap down or so. Should we go through the classes at the moment? So, currently we've got Ducros leading the race in GT3. Pavlov in GT3. And then Tiggy. In Porsche Cup, we've got Roskilde leading in the Porsche Cup. Followed by Luke Wilson, about 11 seconds behind at the moment. Followed by Gus Peters, quite a way back actually. The first GT4 we have is currently Carlini in the Mercedes GT4, followed by Peter Romeo just a few seconds behind, and then Zach Dow in P3 in the Camaro. In M2s we've got Dupolov also in the lead. 4.6 seconds currently to Shakespeare, who's just coming through the hairpin here, and then Tronson in P3 in the M2 Cup. And that's it for the classes, so everything's going on here.
And also with the leaders of the race right now, they are still yet to pit.
Yeah. 22 minutes left of this race remaining.
Will they even pit? Because we had a message there is no pit mandatory. So would they even pit? Maybe they might be going just straight to the finish.
Possibly.
Holding those tires, having enough fuel, it could be a possibility. That Henry Dunn's trying to make a move here. He's actually a lap down, so it isn't for position. Yeah, after the contact with Kieran, Henry has fallen down to P27.
Yeah. Look at that, 2 academy cars though.
That's a nice sight to see.
Henry Johnson and Paul Mancunian just behind him. Henry Johnson makes the position though. Wrong car. Henry Johnson looks a bit fast right now, and he's going to try and get as much positions as he can. Is this full position to the car ahead with Ihall? Yes, it is. Ruffo's in the pits. He's pitted again.
Yes, something has happened to his car. And Ducros is still not coming into the pit, so I think he's just going to the end now.
We've got M2 traffic as well. Blast straight past him. Don't use it as little time as possible. Oh, big slide there for Hull.
I think that's going to be a position for Henry now.
Easy one there. 19 seconds to the car ahead, which is Ruffo.
Yeah. It's quite interesting that Rafa went into the pits again. Not sure what happened to him.
Chris Steiner on Sweet though. Porsche Cup there of Hayden Sweet.
Both of the brothers next to each other on
Squabbling,
track
yeah.
right now.
There we go. Brother versus brother. Don't take each other out. Oh, they touch! They touch! They make contact! And Ryan... Oh, no! That is not good for the brothers.
Ryan put Hayden into a spin and corrected it himself as well, putting him back straight onto the road.
What is this weaving now? Look at this weaving! He can see himself on stream for sure. And look at that. Hayden's on from the inside now. Oh, it looked like he was going to take him out.
I don't think Ryan wanted anyone behind him to have any sorts of a dough. Not helping his brother out at all.
That was awesome stuff. Oh, big slide there for Hayden. Big catch. He's really holding up these GT3s though, isn't he? Look at that BMW versus Mustang and an Audi.
We have a new fastest lap from Keenan with a 1:59.385 in the last lap. Making positions he's now moved up to P5.
Oh, big slide from Hayden. He catches it though. BMW's going to go straight past him.
Not surprised if the Mustang also, his Mustang is not close enough yet.
Oh, he's there still.
Hayden is taking the wide line, giving the Mustang and Audi room, but they couldn't capitalize on it. Also seems like Hayden is blue flagged in this situation, seems to be a lap down.
He lets them go though.
Yeah.
Lots of positions changing here. Matt Howes and Campos at the moment through the spoon. Through up to the spoon. Campos looks like he's gained the position though. Luke Wilson has taken class lead over Roscule. So Wilson getting
the lead.
A massive redemption in this race. P23 overall at the moment. What a race from him today.
Also in the double left-hander, the Audi was stopped on the inside of the corner for some reason, so something happened there as well.
The Audi, you say?
Yeah. He was stopped on the inside of the corner, I'm not quite sure why.
That Mercedes looks a little bit worse for wear. With that bumper flapping up and down.
That's has seen something.
That's seen better days for sure.
Yeah, and the top 4 still hasn't gone to the pits, and now we have lost power to P13. He was in the pits again.
We've got here Campos versus George Stevens. I think this is going to be any moment now for George Stevens to be overtaken. This Campos looks very, very fast. His last lap was a 2:04.4. George Stevens a 2:05.3, so nearly a second gap there in their lap times. George is going really, really defensive here. This is 4 position, remember. The Ferrari is pretty dominant here at this track, actually.
Talking about the Bauer, who was in P2 earlier in the race for quite a long time, and top qualifier, has now pit again. He just exited the pits 1 minute ago. Yeah. So something happened to him again now.
Peter Romeo on Zach Dow at the moment for P... Is it P2? No, it's P2 and P3 in class in GT4.
And Keenan has got up to P4 in overall class as well now. Seems to be catching. Keenan seems to be catching up fast to these cars ahead.
With traffic.
Ran the last lap having a 2:04.1 and Keenan behind him 1:59.48.
Wow.
He's catching up 5 seconds per lap to the cars ahead, so Keenan definitely has the pace for the win
today.
Will
he go around the outside?
Oh yes, he will.
GT4 traffic as well. That Ferrari's going to get blocked by the GT4. Keenan's forcing it 3 wide. Oh, and he's taken out Randall. He's taken out Randall!
He had nowhere to go there with the GT4 on the right side as well. Oh, that's really unlucky.
Campos still behind George Stevens at the moment. 15 minutes left of the race. Quarter of the race to go. 3/4 completed.
Finley and Goltsev are racing for P8 as well as we speak right now. So there is a lot of racing on track with also Makedo and Corvin fighting for
Finley
P14.
goes wide.
It seems like every time we watch Finley, he seems to be having big slides and going wide.
Yeah, absolutely. Commentator's curse, definitely not. As we got Misak and Marsili going side by side, 2 blue cars. Blue. And he's going off track to make the position as well. Still side by side though. Not side by side anymore.
Marsili taking an example straight out of Kevin Estres' book over there,
Absolutely.
going on the grass.
George Stevens has been passed by Campos.
It seems to... Did George have that damage on the front end earlier as well, or is that new?
I think he did. Look at this. Luke Wilson on Ruffo. GT3 versus GT3 Porsche Cup. What can Luke do? Well, look at the gap that Roskillay's got now. Luke Wilson's got a massive gap to Roskillay.
Yeah, he's on the move. He's absolutely on the move right now.
Got Morov on the back of Finley O'Reilly.
Yeah, I'm quite sure the top 3 won't stop anymore in the pits. I think they just had enough fuel and they're making these tires last. We have actually quite few of the drivers have actually pitted.
This is Kevin Pakiri in the M2 class. He's gone off in the final corner. Hopefully he's not got too much damage there. He's been lapped by everyone here. Left, right and centre. Paul Mancunian's in the pit. Not sure why.
Most likely had some damage and had to fix it now.
Oh, Borowick's been involved in an incident. Let's have a quick replay at this. Oh, just slides straight into the barriers.
Nothing you could have done there. We also have Morev now challenging Finley O'Reilly in the for P9 after his slide. Lexus seems to have some damage as well on the right side.
Peter Romeo was catching Zach Dahl for P2 in GT4, but look, Zach Dahl is catching P1 for GT4 now. You can see Peter Romeo in the background in that Ginetta, but this is going to be a really good battle for the 3 places in the podium for GT4.
With 12 minutes only remaining as well, they have plenty of time to rough it out between the 3 of them for the win of this race. Also, taking a quick look now at the M2 class, we have Tulepov still leading the race. We are ahead of Shakespeare by 8.4 seconds. And Tronsen is still in P3 and the gap between them is over a minute from P2 to P3 now. So Shakespeare might have a chance here to catch up to Tulepov still. Absolutely. If we can have the pace, but right now it seems so that Tulepov is actually a 10th faster last lap, so it would require something not planned to happen for Shakespeare most likely to challenge for the lead.
Look at this, Shakespeare being lapped by GT4s and GT3s at the moment. GT3 goes past, the GT4's here. This is battle as well for P1 in GT4. Zach Dahl coming up on him for P1. Past Oliver Shakespeare. Zach Dahl's into P1!
Going up the inside.
Making up the inside at Spoon.
That was a nice move by Zach Dahl
really
on
good.
The inside of Carlini now.
Look at this crazy traffic. This is I've seen Brenham on the Lamborghini trying to unlap himself from P18 Sorgen.
We saw what happened to that Lamborghini earlier,
Yeah.
and it's good that he's still racing. Quite a lot of drivers would have given up after that sort of an incident and parked the car for the day.
Ooh, and Booty makes a move on Masado into 130R. What a great move from that McLaren there for P16.
They force Masada a bit wide, but keeping it clean still between them.
Finley O'Reilly's just dropping now. He's been passed by Morev. And he's got Marsili right behind him now.
Might it be that Finley has all tires? Yeah, now Marsili is behind him with newer tires as well. Finley has not beat this race at all. And now Keenan is only 0.7 seconds away from P3 on the overall class. I think we have a fight for P3 in overall now, between Tiggy and Keenan. Because Keenan is catching up quickly now. The gap just was 0.5 seconds. Now is 0.6 seconds, so we
might see him move into turn 1, maybe.
Could possibly happen, thinking the Mustang has really good straight line speed. But I don't think it's happening this time. Also, Keenan has the advantage on Diggy with 30 minutes
There we go.
of fresh. Keenan now also having the fresher tires on as well. He has the advantage of grip levels. Could we see a move into the hairpin now from Keenan? We have seen him do it before.
It's really possible. He's really, really close. Right on the bumper of Tiggy here. Maybe he might use that M2 traffic to help him. Here we go for the switchback. There's a car off track. We've got the M2 in front.
This race just never stops, Kevin.
No, it does not, man.
We most likely will have a move after the straight as well.
Oh, here. He's going side by side. They're going to go side by side through 130R. Tiggy on the inside. Keenan on the outside. Outside line. Keenan does it.
Keenan up to P3 now. Also the Porsche Cups now being in the battle of the Porsche Cups.
That's Luke Wilson there who had a little bit of an issue there, it looks like.
That's Luke Wilson and Roscoe Lett now battling it again between them two.
Big drift from Luke Wilson. Look at that. That was epic. Let's see more of that, Luke. That's it. We love to see it. Keep going. Yeah, boy.
Can bet he's not loving it right now, and also
no,
with
he's
his
loving it.
his rear tires most likely being really overheated now as well. It's going to be quite hard to defend from Roscoe Lett like this. With him drifting absolutely everywhere now.
There you go.
Is my timetables after? For me it says Henry is right behind Wilson right now, but obvious on
He's the
track it doesn't seem.
next car behind that Porsche car.
Yeah.
Um,
For some reason it is showing that he's between Wilson and Roscolet right now, but Roscolet is still in front of Henry.
no, that's not Roscolet.
Oh,
That's Leuven.
that isn't.
That's
That's
Leuven.
Leuven.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's my bad then, I just don't know cars. Henry going a bit wide there as well. Kieran Macy and Savidis fighting for P7 now. This could get interesting as well, as we have seen from Kieran not to be the cleanest driver this race. And it seems like Goltsev has the drive out of the chicane as well, so potentially could be a move into D1.
Definitely could be.
Also, Finley is losing more positions now, has fallen back down to P14 already. He seems to be really struggling on these final parts of this race. We're seeing a move.
And he gets taken out by Kieran. Oh no.
No,
Tries to take out Kieran. That's what I meant.
going into the move into the hairpin as well, yeah.
I'm tired, okay?
Yeah, same. I've been up since 7 AM today. It's getting late now. It's an interesting fight between these two. It seems to be like, with also Power joining them in now, it's going to go into a three-way fight.
And Morev is right there as well. Just a couple of seconds back. I don't think he'll have time though. We are going to be heading into the final lap very, very soon. See where the leader is. I think there'll be one more lap after this.
Yeah, next lap should be final now. Yeah. The leader has a comfortable lead as well of 6 seconds right now in front of Pavlov. Oh, Power is going to make this battle quite interesting because he's the fastest of this bunch right now. He obviously wants to get past quite fast, not to lose any time. Trying to get as much exit speed as he can. Was there contact? Has now made it past Goltsev, gonna make it past Kieran as well in this lap. Someone's also in the gravel ahead of them.
We are going to see Ducros take the flag, and we see Bauer going around the outside of Kieran Macy here. Leader is on the final lap now.
Kieran also learned from Goltsev to defend the inside of the hairpin now. It was a lot more careful with Power. Power is itching to get past Kieran right now.
Yeah.
With also fights going on in the background between
Here
Morev
goes.
and Marsili.
On the inside at 130R. Letting in tears note, Kieran keeps position for now. And they'll be moving into the chicane, final chicane, onto the final lap of the race.
Around the outside he drives.
He's going to go for the switchback.
He's taking all the extra speed he can and going past
Ooh, he's got
Kieran.
him.
And the Porsche has no more speed than the both of them. Could the Porsche make a move into D1 now? Power goes defensive. Seems like Kieran might lose 2 positions after this.
Yeah, it looks like Kieran's going to lose that position. But we'll head over to the leader of the race for the final couple of sectors of this race. Kieran Macy gets back ahead. Look at this, Morev and Marcelli right behind them as well.
This is a 4-way fight now. As we have leader heading to 130R right now into the final couple of corners.
Very, very wide for Ducros there.
I don't think he cares anymore.
No.
He only can think about the finish flag right now, finishing this race in the lead. And in P1 we have Janis Ducros winning this race in the GT3 class, in the overall class as well.
So that Pavlov as well coming across the line.
In P2 now. And Keenan, after his pit stop, still managing to get a P3 across the line.
We'll go back to this battle with Kieran, Golsev, Morev and Masili. Still the same order as it was before. They've got some GT4 traffic ahead. See if Kieran can use this for their advantage. Kieran goes past the GT4, so does Golsev. Will Morev go past as well? I think so, but Masili's going to be stuck behind into the final corner of this track. In the final corner of this race. Oh, who's that going off? That's a Porsche going off. And there's chaos! Absolute chaos at the final corner! Kieran Macy going to come across the line. Goltsev 2. Morev, Masili.
That was an intense finish for them. And also now looking
battling for
with...
position.
Can the Mustang make the drag race across the finish line first?
I don't think so.
Doesn't.
He might. Oh, so close.
We have also missed the winners of M2 class of Tulepov crossing the finish line with Shakespeare behind them in P1 and P2 respectively.
But look, here's Zach Dow, the GT4 leader. He was a little bit slow out that last corner, but he's going to take the line here.
Backdoor crossing for the win as well, yeah. And we have also managed to miss the winner of
Porsche. No! And Carlini is going to be across the line very, very soon as well.
We have also missed the winner of Porsche Cup with Luke Wilson crossing the line in P23 and first in class, with Roscolet in P2 in class and Peters in P3 in the Porsche Cup class.
Wow, what a race that was. This was... yeah, wow.
So in the GT crash we have the winner Ducros in P1, Pavlov in P2, Keenan in P3, and then we go down to Porsche Cup with Luke Wilson getting the win in the Porsche Cup class, with Roscolet close behind with Peters in P3 class. Everyone is already disconnecting. Okay, Saktal won the GT4 class with Carlini P2 and Peter Romeo in P3. And in the M2 class we have Tulepov as winner, Oliver Shakespeare as P2 and Tronsen as P3.
What a race that was though. Should we see if anyone fancies coming for a little interview perhaps?
Yeah, if anyone of anyone is up for it, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. Alright, I'll head into the interview waiting room and we'll see if we can get something done.
Yeah.
Hello. Anyone for an
I guess-
interview? I guess not.
I guess we don't have the powers really to go into the actual interview room now.
No, we don't, but I'm sure we will get someone joined.
Both of us being last minute commentators, none of us is used to this.
Yeah.
We are not made for this.
Hello,
We have
cheese.
Ollie and Kieran coming in for the interview.
We might want to move to the commentators box.
Yes,
so that we
can
don't
you
get
do
like
that?
extra people in here.
I
If you
can't
can.
see that channel, so.
Thank you,
Oh,
Ollie.
hello,
We
thank
don't
you.
have the powers. Ollie, I guess we're taking you as a first interview. Taking P2 in the M2 class.
Yeah.
How was the race for you?
Oh mate, it was hell. Living hell. My everything is sweating. My feet. I didn't know they could do that. I'm so warm. I'm just happy I got to the end without being taken out because holy mother of God.
I mean, I
It
did
was-
see you get taken out at one point.
No, I didn't get properly taken out by
You just got a
anyone.
little punterino, I guess.
I had a little bit of side-by-side door banging with a couple of people down at turn 1 and turn 2 who just didn't know how to drive. For some reason it was anyone whose car make started with F I was having problems with. So mostly Fords and Ferraris were just driving into me, which was brilliant. But yeah,
It happens. It seemed to be a lot of carnage in lap 1 as well. How did you get past that?
I'm not even gonna lie, I just cut the track.
Sometimes
I went
that's
to
the
the
best option.
outside. I went to the outside at turn 1 and turn 2. Then I went to the outside again at the hairpin, spun on my own, lost the lead. And then just had to keep going and just hope for the best.
Yeah, coming in then behind Duplov, I think it was,
Yeah.
if I'm not wrong right now.
Yeah, Dupolov. Yeah.
He had insane pace in qualifying, so I don't think he was really one for
Dude,
you
he
to
was
catch.
so quick. At one point, I was within 5 seconds of him, and every time I heard a yellow flag ahead, I would look up and hope that it was him. You know?
You were hoping for Duplov's demise in the final minutes of the race.
Dude, the whole minutes of the race.
Every single 60-minute.
Every single of the 60 minutes, I was hoping that he would crash.
Wow.
Oh yeah, it was insane. I'm so warm. But yeah, it was just madness, and it was like my spotter was just like, "There's a faster car coming up behind." I was like, "Do you have any idea how little that narrows it down? It's every car is faster than me. This doesn't mean anything when you say that."
Yeah, it seemed like the M2s were in a lot of traffic, blocking some of the GT3 cars as well.
Mate, the problem with the M2s, right, is that once you're on a line, once you've turned them into a corner, you can't change it. So if someone decides to go for a move late, we can't do anything. We can't move off our line. The cars don't do that.
Yeah.
So, like, once it's pointing in a direction, that's the direction it's going.
It seemed to be quite interesting with the traffic indeed.
Yeah.
The faster GT3 is coming and being quite impatient at sometimes, wanting to get past as fast as possible.
Mate, the first time that I got lapped by the GT3s was the
Second
was
lap?
the very first time that I got passed by the GT3 leaders. All three of them went up my inside, on the inside of 130R, all nose to tail with each other, and I needed new trousers.
I am not surprised by that, thinking they were not nice passing y'all if you didn't leave at least 2 cars with the room. They were sending it.
Yeah, they're insane.
Should we get Kieran in here and have a chat with him how he went in GT3s and call him out for his mistakes?
I think it
Yeah,
should.
I'll drag him in.
Yep.
Hello, Kieran.
Hello. That
Hello.
was interesting.
Exciting.
Yeah, you call it that.
Kieran, we also saw a couple of mistakes from you
Oh.
going into the attacking, trying to overtake some cars.
Yeah, it was a combination of some of my stupidity and some of the issues of people, especially GT3s, not understanding that you
How to
can't.
drive.
If someone, yeah, and when someone's down your inside or looking as if they're going to go in, down your inside into certain corners where they can, they just turn into you like you don't exist. It's like a case of, really? Come on, just be a bit more sensible about it.
Yeah, but you seem to also have quite good defending against some of the faster drivers like Keenan in the later parts of the race after their pit stop.
I'm not quite sure how. My tyres were so dead. They were.
Yeah,
I'm
this.
running on rims.
And you
Felt
didn't
like.
you didn't pit, did you either?
No, no. We because I was in the racing others, we realised there was no mandatory pit stop. So everyone went, okay, no pit stop for us, and yeah, we ran with it. But it wasn't easy. But yeah, it wasn't too bad. It was mainly GT3s, I think, causing majority of the issues. I actually think the M2s, most of the GT4s, and the Porsche Cup cars were fine. It was just the other GT3s being a bit ambitious. Should we call it?
We had some incidents of GT4s losing traction and accidentally claiming some cars, but
Yes, I did see that. I was the McLaren GT4 was very lucky to avoid taking me out, and sadly took out the Lamborghini behind me.
yeah.
There was just nothing the Lamborghini could do. I'm not quite sure how he missed me, but yeah, it was
Chaotic.
yeah. Yeah, I think GT4, the GT3 drivers need their heads banged together. The majority of them,
Including yours, right?
Yeah.
Partly, I wasn't. I made some mistakes. I'll admit that, and I've messaged one of the academy drivers because I killed him slightly. I was a long way up his rear, and I didn't realise he was pitting due to his damage and just tipped him.
Yeah.
But some of it was I'm down their inside, and I've just got people turning in. I'm like, I can't move or disappear. Please.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, at the end you still came in BA?
Yeah, I got killed by one of the two Porsches who I was chasing for being a muppet, and it was basically a recovery drive. People getting taken out themselves, and a bit of everybody else to pitting, and then just having other issues.
Well, it was a fun race to watch and certainly exciting for us. Me and Eric had a laugh. We had a laugh.
I think you made the right idea, Charlie, of pulling out.
Yeah, I was sitting here during the race and I was like, I am so thankful I did not race this race because I would have been absolutely destroyed within a lap.
Yeah, Ollie can tell you, Ches. I think most of the GT, so the M2s could tell you it was
chaos.
Yeah, people just not understanding multi-class all too well.
Yeah, and Kieran, you're also being thanked in the chat for the setup for the Porsche Cup.
Yes. Yeah. Hi, Luke. He queried if I had setup, so I went maybe. What? How the heck he was driving that car that quickly was ridiculous. I saw his pace.
With Luke Wilson driving that Porsche Cup was insane.
Yes, I haven't seen. I know he was like a second up on. I think it was Olaf was the next car in his class to me, and
I
was
think
so far out of the way.
Yeah, he was driving really fast. Thinking he has not driven the Porsche Cup before this race. He was driving fast.
Have done one or two, but not a lot of it. But
yeah,
Luke is someone you can normally chuck into any car and he will be on pace. I think he's only got a couple of bogey circuits. Poor Ricard's one of them. But yeah, in general, he's very, very quick. He's very consistent.
Let's be fair, ball record is tough for a lot of drivers because most of the drivers don't like to drive it.
I love it, but yeah, and I love it because I'm a psychopath. But yeah, it was good fun. It was chaotic. It was definitely interesting. Let's just put it like that.
Yeah.
Let's hope the next one in a month's time is going to be a bit more chill.
Anyway, it's been great being talking to you, Kieran, and
Yes.
thank you, Ollie, for talking to us as well.
He's disappeared.
I know he has, but I'm going to thank him anyway because he's still probably listening or whatever. But yeah, thank you for joining us today. What a absolutely monumentously crazy race we've had today. That is our community event for August. Hopefully next time it won't be as much death and chaos. But yeah, thank you for joining us tonight, and hope you enjoyed watching the race at least. And if you were racing, hope you enjoyed the race. If you did finish or whatever, you know what I mean. Yeah, and we'll see you next time. Thank you for joining us. I've been Charlie, and I've been joined by Eric today. So thank you to Eric for hopping on comms with me without any notice. Thank you, I guess. But yeah.
No worries, mate.
And obviously thank you to Hayden for letting me stream this tonight and let you enjoy the race as much as you could, at least. But yeah, thank you guys for watching today, and we'll see you another time.